no other person is willing to hire you.
But right now, the job market, like you said, is very saturated.
A lot of the tech companies are moving more towards AI, and that's why they no longer need that workforce, because it's not because these companies are dying or they're losing money or they're just going into a recession or something. It's literally because they're trying to use AI. So now it's like, what do we do with all this workforce that has been trained? What do they do? It's not even like, oh, you need to take this training so that you can keep your job. It's just, we don't need you anymore, bye. And no other person is willing to hire you. And so what do you do if you didn't have any savings, if you didn't have any money kept? It can be a very, very tough situation, especially knowing how the American society runs. It's like bills and responsibilities and all this thing, adulthood, basically.
Yeah. So my brother actually is literally in that position where he's been looking for jobs for about 6 or 7 months, literally since 2023. And he moved here from Texas because he was pursuing his master's degree, right? So he's literally staying with a relative. And he was like, I thought this was the DMV because we live in, Maryland, right? DC, Maryland, Virginia. And I'll be finding opportunities and jobs. And he literally has a degree in finance. And he was a manager at the previous job where he was at. When he came here, he told me he's applied to over 50 to 60 jobs. And he gets so excited when he gets an interview, because out of those jobs, he only had like maybe 1 or 2 interviews because the AI has been filtering his applications, right? And so I had a conversation with a friend of mine who was in IT, and he told me that he got a job because he hired a resume writer, right? And he gave me the names, Top Resume. This is not a sponsored post or anything like that. We're just trying to help people. But he told me that, hey, the AI is here. So instead of working against the AI, work with the AI, right? So if you know that, okay, AI is selecting your resume, then make your resume AI friendly, because AI is looking for certain keywords, right? So if you're looking for a cybersecurity job, you want to make sure that you have some of the main keywords from the cybersecurity, roles and stuff like that.
Or the job description that a company is looking for, right? So you want to tailor your resume to each and every position, which is very, very tedious, in my opinion, because you can only do so much. So that's literally applying for a job is a job.
So basically, exactly. I totally agree with you. So basically, my friend, the person that told me about the resume writer that he hired, he told me that they literally had a guaranteed option where if you get their services, they'll get you a job. And he told me that's how he was able to get his job, because he's been doing it on his own and he's not been able to understand what is it that the AI is looking for. And through hiring them, he was able to actually tailor his resume to the way that, AI is actually reading the resumes. And that's how he got his job.
Wow. I have a couple more questions with this resume writing. Is it because you cannot use one generic resume for every single job you want to apply for, and you cannot apply to one job a day? So I'm wondering, would they be giving you like multiple resumes for different, like when you see a job, you send them the job description, then they generate a resume for you? And how long does that take? Because a lot of like jobs that are easy to apply, by the time, after like literally 10 minutes on LinkedIn, it's like 200 applications, especially the one with like easy click. Like after 10 minutes, I kid you not, it's 200 applications. And like, where are they possibly going to find your resume when there's 200 applicants? And a lot of people already know about this AI. That's why I believe even like the applications is probably like automatic. Like when this pops up, boom, 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 we're sending it in.
Right. Well, even in my field, right, because what I studied was communications and marketing, mainly digital marketing. I've had recruiters in the past that will tell me that, hey, we're sending your resume over to a major company and they want to see that you have this experience specifically using this specific software. So they'll make sure that they'll ask me to rewrite my resume and add the specific software literally everywhere on my resume. In all of my previous roles, I'll add that specific software everywhere. And that will literally push my candidacy towards the hiring manager. So a few tips like that some recruiters will tell you to do, and others may not tell you, and you may not get a call back or even see a manager. So I think there are ways to go about it, but right now the job market, like you said, is very saturated. Honestly, I mean, people are saying that there's so many jobs and so many people hiring.
Yeah, but people are not getting hired.
A lot of people are complaining and are struggling, and that's why, as you can see with the data that you just shared, it's a very big problem. And I believe that, there are ways to go around it. If you're not able to really find a 9-to-5 or a job, there are other resources, right, that people can utilize.
Mm-hmm.